Just want to see. I want to react to this as well.
Without their older sister. My wife, Angel, is going to have to go through the rest of her life without her baby girl.
A grieving father whose last words to his daughter were, "I love you," now overcome with emotion after the man who allegedly killed 20-year-old Kaylin Gillis ordered by a judge to remain behind bars.
She was killed. She's dead. I don't think there's any more serious harm than that.
65-year-old Kevin Monahan is facing a second-degree murder charge. Authorities say Gillis was with her boyfriend, Blake Walsh, and two others, driving on this rural New York road looking for a friend's house last weekend when they lost cell service. With no GPS, they pulled into Monahan's driveway. Police say he fired two shots as the car was turning around. Kaylin was hit. Walsh telling NBC, "My friend said they're shooting, go. I tried to step on the gas as fast as I could, and that's when the fatal shot came through. I want to believe it was instant. I'm hoping it was. I'm praying it was."
For this man to sit on his porch and fire at a car with no threat is just angers me so badly. And I just hope to God that he dies in jail.
In court, prosecutors say Monahan, a longtime resident of Washington County, had a reputation.
He's one of being confrontational and hot-tempered.
Monahan's attorney tells CNN he has no criminal history and fired the shots because he believed the cars were revving their engines, and Monahan felt threatened, adding, quote, "He's a normal human being who was involved in a tragic series of events, and of course he feels horrible that a young girl's life was lost." Gillis, remembered most for her smile, was set to move to Florida.
So, yeah, it seems like in this situation, I do not get why specifically someone would try to do something like this when it just, like, to me it's really weird because, like, in reality, like, they obviously should have known that they were going to get probably legally, punished for it. I mean, like, who the heck shoots somebody and expects for it to be completely legal and allowed? It's just interesting. I mean, like, you don't even know these people. They just drove through your drive-through and left. So it's just, like, kind of, like, weird to me because it's like, I don't get who would shoot someone just for driving in a drive-through. But, I find it really interesting. Nobody really seems to really talk about this story as much. And also, it seems like a lot of people won't, like, associate it with any, like, race hustling situation because they're both the same race, And people come up with the same idea that, he must be a very violent, confrontational individual because, he shot someone unprovoked, basically. But it's really interesting to me, like, one end, it's like some people are really crazy out here thinking they can just shoot people just for driving up into the wrong, drive-through or knocking on the wrong door, and it's like, to me, like, it's really odd because it's like, how do you think you can actually legally get away with this? But I think it has to do with the fact that some people are just crazy, and they're violent and they're crazy individuals who, resort to violence more often than anything. And it's like, I think this is parallel to the whole situation where they're talking about that whole Ralph Yarl situation too, because it's like, it's the same thing. It's a violent person, basically, who shoots another person for basically doing nothing to them because, that's just how some crazy individuals are. They have, someone knock on the door or someone driving their drive-through, I guess Some people can be very aggressive, confrontational, and, you know, ready to resort to violence and so forth because of it, you know. And the more you let people get away with it, the more they'll do, you know. I feel like in both situations, these people were allowed to get away with it, so then they continued until they did extreme things. This, to me, as people understand in this situation, that it has nothing to do with race, has nothing to do with any sensationalized issue. Really, it doesn't have to do with gun control. It has to do with the fact that these people were violent individuals who continue to show violent behavior and get away with it. So they did more violent actions, more violent behavior, were more confrontational, were more problematic as time went on because they went unchecked. The more they get unchecked, the more they figure out what they can get away with. You never know. Maybe he has shot people before that drive onto his property. This time it just went through someone's car and killed somebody. So maybe that's why he's done that now, because he's done it before and they just drove away and they didn't actually call the police or get anyone involved. So that's all I want to say in this video, basically. I just kind of feel like, you know, I think there's usually signs to people before they make like big, they go for homicide, basically. People sometimes show like signs of actually more aggressive behavior preceding homicide. So, I mean, like, I feel like people can see how people escalate, you know. And sometimes this is the result, and that's sad. But yeah, to me, that's all I have to say in this video. I'm going to be done. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe and comment down below. Have a great day, guys. Bye.